Hello students, I am Dr. Kalpit Ganesh Mhatre, Assistant Professor in Botany at Arts, Commerce and Science College, Lanja, District Ratnagiri, Maharashtra. In this presentation, I am going to discuss about barren space, or it is also called as barren land. Barren space or empty. Barren means empty. So with terms of environmental botany or with relation to the environmental botany, I am going to discuss the details of barren space or barren land. So first, what is barren space? Barren land or barren space describe an area of land where plant growth may be sparse, stunted, or contain limited biodiversity. We know such types of lands where very limited plant growth is there, or if plant growth is there, that growth is sparse or stunted, and such type of land is called as barren space. In general, we use the term empty land or also barren space. So barren land or space is a patch of an area or is a site where very low plant growth can be observed, or sometimes the observed plant growth is not normal, it is abnormal, sparse or stunted. So such type where you can see abnormal plant growth, sparse plant growth or stunted plant growth, such sites are called as barren lands. In general, barren land has thin soil, sands or rocks, and because of these factors plants cannot grow properly because soil, sand and rocky area is not a proper area for growth and development of plants. Hence, that area may remain barren, or if shows vegetation, it is limited, sparse or stunted vegetation. For the purpose or for the production of barren space, environmental conditions such as toxic or infertile soil, high velocity winds, coastal salty spray are the key factors which produces barren lands, because we all know that for proper growth and development of plant, adequate amount of water, soil, nutrients, temperature, solar radiations and so many environmental factors are necessary. And at barren space, the environmental conditions are not favorable for proper plant growth. That conditions may be because of thin soil, or soils may be toxic or infertile. If it is toxic or hazardous elements will enter in the plant and they will directly affect different types of chemical reactions going inside a plant. If soil is infertile, there won't be supply of mineral and nutrition to the plant for their growth and development. If high winds are there, it will cause rate of growth of plant. And if coastal salty spray is there, the salt will generate on leaf and that will affect photosynthesis, respiration and other chemical reaction happening inside a place. So in general, if plant didn't get proper conditions for growth and development, or if the conditions present are having toxic or infertile soil, high winds or coastal salty spray, these conditions will lead to the development or production of barren space. or it is called as barren land or empty land. Now we will see details of barren space or types of barren land or barren space. Generally, following five types are observed. First is coastal barrens, second dry salt flats, third sandy areas other than beaches, fourth strip mines quarries, and fifth transitional areas. So if you look again to these five areas, you will see that all these areas are having unfavorable or unfavorable conditions for proper growth and development of plants. And this will lead to the formation of barren lands. Now we will see each type in details. So first type is coastal barrens. Coastal barrens are characterized by short vegetation along with exposed rocks. Such types of soils are generally developed near beach area. A total rocky patches are there, and in that rock sparse or stunty vegetation is growing, and such type of land or vegetation is called as coastal barrens. Coastal barrens exhibit stressful climatic conditions and are subjected to consistent windy and salt spray conditions. As said, these coastal barrens are found along the beaches. They continuously have high wind velocity along with high amount of salty spray. So this wind velocity and salty spray affect the proper growth of vegetation, and because of this the vegetation is stunted or having improper growth. Coastal barren lands are characterized by smooth, sloping accumulation of sand and gravel. And because of this, there is there is limitation for root development of plant. And if root is not properly developed, then entire growth and development will affect. Second type of barren land is called dry salt flats. Ecosystem occurring on the flat bottom of a saline soil are known as dry salt flats. And these dry salt flats are also exposed with high windy conditions, which will result in less vegetation. Dry salt flats are generally called as salt pans, where production of salt can be taken place. Third one is sandy area other than beaches. These ecosystems are composed primarily of dunes accumulations of sand transported by wind. These accumulations are most commonly found in desert, coastal plain, river flood plains and deltas. And the land where there is accumulation of dunes of sand is not for proper growth and development of plant, because such land will show infertile soil and there is less supply of mineral and nutrition to the plant. Fourth is strip mine quarries. These are the regions where vegetative cover and overburden are removed to expose coal, iron, copper, limestone, and many more products. This includes inactive, active strips of mines, quarries, borrow pits, and other types. For example, in Konkan region or Ratnagiri district, we have what I can say quarries of chira production. And for that chira production, what is going to happen? The one will do entire vegetation, or the one will remove entire vegetation cover present on that land for the removal of chira, and this will result in production of barren land or barren space. And last or fifth one barren land type is transitional areas. Transitional areas are those areas that are in transition from one land use to another land use. For example, this transitional area includes agricultural wetlands or planned site for industrial production, shopping centers, residential divisions, and many more purposes. So, these transitional phases occurs when forest lands are cleared for agriculture production, or if wetlands are there, those wetlands are drained for development of any type of land use, industrial use, shopping centers, or residential divisions. And these all five are types of barren lands. So, what is barren land? It is a patch of land where vegetation growth is not proper, it is sparse or stunted, and that is because of so many biotic and abiotic factors. Thanks for watching video.